Hi, I'm Jodi Wilson, and I'm a registered physiotherapist here in Ottawa. And today's series is on movement is medicine. And specifically, we're going to look at strengthening and why that's important and how we can do it at home or outside with some friends and keeping it simple and fun. And now that we're maybe on our phones a bit more, on our computers a little bit more, I'm seeing more and more people with those aches and pains that we can help decrease or actually prevent in the first place through moving. So this series is intended for everyone. Very simple, little equipment needed, and hopefully you get something out of this and you can get started moving today. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to be doing, guys, is a push-up. So everyone knows what it looks like. Most people do it on a floor, and that would be more of an advanced aspect of it, but today we're going to do it intermediate. So if you're just starting out, you can also choose against a wall. That's more of a beginner option, but otherwise you can use 2 chairs against the wall because most people don't have a bar, which I am going to use for just instruction purposes. So when you're doing it, you got to think about why you're doing it and where you should feel it. So this is your chest muscle. You're going to be feeling it across the chest, especially close to the shoulders, but we don't want to feel it in our shoulders alone. So if you're feeling it in your shoulders alone, make sure you're repositioning. Your elbows are going to be about mid-chest level, and when you're pushing through your chest. So I'm going to just do it right here against the bar here. I'm going to place my hands shoulder width apart, and when you're coming down, you're going to be inhaling. You're going to feel a nice stretch across your chest, possibly breathing out as you come back up. So I'm going to show that again. Inhale, breathing out. And one more time, leading with my chest, breathing out as I push through my chest. It's that simple, guys. You don't want to be having your elbows too high. That's why you're going to feel it in your shoulders. Again, leaning in with your chest, not your head, and pushing through your chest, making sure you're breathing. All right, guys, so for our second exercise, we're going to be doing squats. Everyone needs a squat to get in and out of chairs, out of our cars. So this is something that we all can be doing. You can use a chair or a bench, whatever you have at home, picnic table, anything. Have a seat. First thing you're going to do is lean forward, keep your back straight, weight through your heels. Make sure your knees and feet are a little bit wider than your hips, toes slightly angled outwards. This is to help protect your knees. So people with knee pain, this is important. You can squat, don't be afraid. Make sure your knees are not beyond your toes. And you're going to make sure you're leaning forward, but your eyes guide the spine. So you're going to be looking up, breathing out as you come up, and breathing in as you come back down. Try to come down nice and slow. We're going to do that one more time. Breathing out as you come up, and slowly coming back down, keeping those knees out. A little tip, if you're having a hard time keeping those knees out, you can band around the knees, pushing the knees out. You'll feel that a little bit more. Into the glutes where you should be feeling it, and you will feel it in your front thigh and in the hamstrings, but make sure you are feeling the glutes help you push back up. Do 6 to 8 reps, 2 to 3 times a week, and multiple sets until you actually feel those muscles get a little tired. So for this exercise, the bird dog, you're going to be needing a mat or something comfortable to lie on. You'll need to place your hands shoulder width apart, either with hands flat and open, to help stretch those forearm muscles, or my preference, through a nice fist. The nice thing about the fist is going to help build that strength through the wrist. And you're going to want your shoulders, your hands shoulder width apart, and your knees just in line with your hips. At that point, you want to make sure your head is tucked, so your chin is tucked. And you're pushing your weight away from your hands, so you're not slouched. You're putting a little bit of energy through those arms, and you're going to reach with your opposite arm and leg. Now with this, you want to make sure that you are not rotating through your hips or reaching up beyond neutral spine. So your spine will actually stay relatively neutral. And one way to ensure that, a little tip for at home, you can use a Kleenex box or something to put right on your spine. And if it slides off to the right, it means you've rotated too far. So here, I'm going to be looking at the floor, so my chin stays tucked. And I can hold this for up to 10 seconds. Challenge yourself. You do want to feel this a little bit everywhere. But again, you're breathing. Breathing out nice and long. Breathing in. Breathing out. and switching. When you switch, you want to try not to move that Kleenex box, essentially not rotating through those legs or hips, and making sure that you're not arching your back. So keeping that energy pushing through the arms and opposite leg, and you're just holding that. You're trying to challenge the balance as well as making sure, most importantly, your spine is neutral and you're feeling that in your abdomen. A little bit around in the back is okay, but you do not want to feel pain. Hold it 5 to 10 seconds, and again, repeat. Try to challenge yourself 5 to 10 reps and work that into a circuit. Good luck. So a couple of other things to look at when you're doing your exercises. One, when it comes to your frequency, intensity, time, or type, the FIT principle. It's a little outdated, but one of the things I look at is your stress levels. So something to consider. If you're experiencing a lot of stress in your week or in that specific day, we might want to decrease the intensity of your exercises. So you may want to do more of a lower resistance or lower intensity type of workout if you're looking at that to decrease that overall stress response in your body. And secondly, frequency. For your strength, 2 to 3 times a week is plenty, non-consecutive days, and making sure you're doing enough to overload the muscle so you feel it in your muscle without feeling any aches or pains with that. I hope you enjoyed those exercises, and a couple of key points to remember when you're doing them. One, make sure you are breathing. If you are not and you're holding your breath, a couple of things may happen. One, you're increasing your intra-abdominal pressure, which can actually increase pain in your back if you are experiencing pain. And 2, it increases your blood pressure. Not great for people with high blood pressure, so make sure you're breathing. 2, if you're experiencing pain, please revise or modify that exercise even further. So think about your form, try to decrease maybe the repetitions, and see if you still experience pain. You should not have any pain during this. And 3rd, and most importantly, it does not matter who you are. You can do this. It really is intended for everyone. So if you have chronic pain, this is going to actually help decrease your pain. Or if you have osteoporosis or osteoarthritis, this is still something super important for you and will help manage your symptoms.